A flurry of lawsuits blanketing Jacksonville right now, all targeting small businesses.
Do you think they're trying to force you into settling to get some money?
I think they're trying to scam us. It's exactly what I think they're trying to do.
The I-Team finds one woman and her attorney are behind 40 new lawsuits citing federal disability standards. We investigate. Is the goal compliance or cash? As some in the disability community fire back.
It's ridiculous.
These days, people want easy money, it seems like.
A disabled Jacksonville mother and her attorney say their only goal is access.
Both refuse to answer any questions on camera, but the woman's attorney maintains his client, Wanda Moore, a wheelchair-bound double amputee, is a victim. From the west side to downtown and beyond, she's filed suits against well-known Jacksonville institutions like Beach Road Chicken, Rusto's, and the Sandwich House.
The I-Team broke this story earlier today with a push alert from our News 4 Jax app. Lindsay Gardner has a closer look at who is Wanda Moore. But first, Jim Piggott spent the day talking to small business owners who say they are the ones being victimized. Jim?
Tom, let me say right off the bat, there are rules that businesses must follow to comply with the American with Disabilities Act. Now, some say older businesses like here at Beach Road Chicken that because they're old, they would be grandfathered in, but that is not the case. They have to apply by the same rules here. Now, what's happening, though, and what they're concerned about is that flurry of lawsuits that have been filed, that they believe it's very unfair because it doesn't give businesses time to comply. Like here at Beach Road Chicken, they're not alone. I talked to many other businesses today that are concerned about this and about the cost from all of this. The Sandwich House on the south side is a popular spot at lunch. Beth and Bonnie Barnes know it well and have been coming for decades. And even though Bonnie is disabled, she says she has no problem with the restaurant. And both are surprised that it's being sued because it's not accessible.
She does just fine here. And she's, yeah.
I love him.
The I-Team compiled this map to show what's happening across the area. Business after business being sued by one disabled woman, Wanda Moore. She and her attorney have filed 40 lawsuits since January against small businesses, 30 of those coming in June and July alone. The federal suits argue that the businesses don't have adequate handicap parking, restrooms, and other facilities. They're just not in compliance with federal law.
The lady who presented me with the lawsuit said she's doing it from Middleburg up to Callahan.
George Patay and his family have owned the Sandwich House for 39 years. Tonight, he and many others are trying to figure out what hit them. He remembers Moore coming into the restaurant. He says she didn't say a word or complain, but then he was hit with a lawsuit.
Do you think they're trying to force you into settling to get some money?
I think they're trying to scam us. It's exactly what I think they're trying to do.
Patay tells the I-Team that he's hired a lawyer and he's not going to settle. One restaurant that did settle, Rusto's, a popular spot near the stadium. The owner told us part of the agreement is that he can't talk about the case, though we did see some changes at the restaurant, making it more accessible. Just down the street in Talleyrand is this convenience store. It, too, is being sued by Moore, and the owner told me he also settled and paid $1,700 to make the case go away. But next, he says, the pair sued him again at another location right down the street. He's angry.
It's just a scam. They're scamming people.
Are you mad?
Of course. Everybody's mad. A lot of people.
You settled one, and you got another one now. Yeah. Are you going to fight this one, or what do you think?
I'm going to try.
Now, I did talk to Moore's attorney by the phone, and, he said that she is the victim here. There are rules that have to be followed. He also says when it comes to ADA laws, 2% of across the country are the only 2% have complied. He says there are so many problems out there. That's why he's doing this. We're live on the South Side. Jim Piggott, Channel 4, the local station.
So who is Wanda Moore? I-Team investigator Lindsay Gardner is here now to tell us. Lindsay.
Well, Mary, Wanda Moore did not respond to our request for an interview today, but her attorney told us by phone Moore is a kind and gentle woman who is being denied equal access. This is Wanda Moore in a photo posted on Facebook. The Jacksonville mother is wheelchair bound. Her medical malpractice lawsuit says a knee replacement left her with a condition in her blood that eventually cost her both legs. Court records show she settled that case in 2012. And 5 years later, she's back in court filing 40 new federal ADA compliance lawsuits. We went by her home on the west side today and found it's for sale. This listing on Zillow shows she bought the house just last year and placed it up for sale in June. The same month, she filed 18 new ADA compliance lawsuits. Moore was not home today. We also tried reaching her by phone, but she didn't answer. While I was on the west side trying to track down Moore, Jim Piggott was trying to reach her attorney in the lawsuits, Robert Gibson. The I-team found he's also a chiropractor. We asked Gibson today how he first met Moore, but he declined to comment. We then combed through court records and found Gibson's law firm represented Moore in her 2011 divorce.
The business owners feel like they're being extorted.
Attorney Ed Burke has defended 2 businesses sued by the pair. He says he often advises small businesses to settle. We found so far 11 of the 40 have settled with Moore.
The Americans with Disabilities Act is a really good thing, and I'm sure Wanda Moore is a nice lady. But the way that the plaintiffs in these cases go about it is really a bad thing. It generates ill will for the disabled. It costs small businesses money they can ill afford.
The I-team found these types of suits are happening all over. A Tampa News investigation found 6,000 ADA compliance lawsuits have been filed in Florida since 2012. 1 in 5 of those suits all filed by the same person in South Florida. Serial suers have also struck in Arizona. A judge there tossed out 1,000 lawsuits this year. Today, I reached an ADA compliance expert by phone. He tells me he thinks the federal law is being misused.
Good law has been hijacked, and it's now a cottage industry where plaintiff attorneys are making money hand over fist. Unfortunately, it gives a lot of persons with disabilities that are honest and have nothing to do with these ADA lawsuits a bad reputation.
So as we mentioned, 11 of the 40 businesses targeted have already chosen to settle, and this could be why. If a business decides to fight it, they're going to have to pay their own attorney's fees, maybe $2,000 to $5,000. Then for the fixes, which can be upwards of $10,000, then you're also on the hook for the plaintiff's attorney's fees, which could range on the low end, maybe $3,000. But that compliance expert I spoke with told me one defendant was on the hook for $100,000 in plaintiff fees. So you're talking a whole lot of money to legally fight the moral fight, Tom.
Lindsay, what can these small businesses do to protect themselves from this kind of legal action?
The answer is to be proactive. This ADA compliance specialist tells me his business has increased 30% now as these lawsuits have progressed across the state. And he says that's really a good thing because of all of this, we're seeing that Florida is now one of the most accessible for the disabled in the country, albeit a different workaround on how we got there. But again, his advice to all business owners everywhere, big and small, get in compliance now.
Thank you, Lindsay. And this is such a growing issue. Governor Scott signed a new state law into effect this month to help small businesses have time to comply. But these cases are in federal court, and that new law may not apply.